What's up, guys? It's your boy Dan. I'm here to talk to you guys about fantasy football like always. What's up? It's the Gods Cast featuring Dan today. Got some time for you guys. I'm here, man. I'm here. I got time. What's good? Top three Superflex players is going to be Allen, Mahomes, Herbert. That's your top three, buddy. Thanks for the question. I'm here all day, damn near. No, I'm just kidding. But I'll be here for you guys. I'm here answering questions. We're going to go over a few of the player notes, how that affects us moving forward. All of the offensive players, of course. Um, Definitely not doing any defensive players, but offensive players for you guys, and I'm here for you. So yes, thanks for the likes. Appreciate it, man. Sing, man. You always joining me, man. I love Sing, bro. What's good, Sing? So let's talk about some news. If that affects you in fantasy, if it doesn't affect you in fantasy, but we're just going to go around the news. Mason Rudolph again, some interest around the league. Doesn't affect you in fantasy at all. So no worries on Mason Rudolph. You got Jimmy Garoppolo. A trade partner does not exist. That makes sense. I mean, it seems like a lot of the teams around. It just doesn't seem like they're going to overpay for Jimmy. And the Niners, I think the Niners should really just keep Jimmy, man. I really think they should just eat the money. Because if anything were to happen to Trey Lance, I feel like unless you really think that Trey Lance's growth is going to get stunted, I like Jimmy Garoppolo to stay on the Niners. It's going to be tough. They're not going to trade him to the Seahawks. It just doesn't make any sense. They're not going to trade him interdivision. Teams don't normally do that. I could see the Browns trading for him, but they don't have much to give up for him. So we'll see what the Niners want to do with that. Seahawks, man, Apple user, dude, I just don't see the Seahawks going for it. Or, I mean, I see the Seahawks going for it, but I don't see the Niners completing that trade. So I just don't see it, man. What's up? In a two running back, two wide receiver, one flex league, should I go running back immediately in the first two rounds? Is it PPR? Is it standard? What is it? Normally with minimal wide receivers, I usually do go running backs first, but it really depends on the scoring. Dexter, man, what's up? You're always dropping a fire. What's good? Think about dropping CPAT. Any sleepers to target? I don't really. Why would you drop CPAT? I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't drop him at all. I think he's going to be solid. I mean, his ADP is built in, so I think he'll be okay. Aiden, you said full PPR 12-man league. Yeah, I mean, even so, it seems like your starting lineup is smaller, so you kind of want to limit. That I would say running back is okay. I'm good with the first two rounds of running back, just because it seems like it's a little bit smaller starting lineups. Bigger starting lineups, you go receiver, but smaller, I'd go the running back. Hey, thanks for guys for the follows, man. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. If you guys ain't following us, go ahead and give us a follow, man. We really appreciate it. Shout us out, man. We are the most underrated and underappreciated fantasy content creators out there, man. Go for it, man. Go give us some stuff. Let's see, for TikTok, seeing Justin Jefferson, CMC, JT went first three. I went Cup. Is that the right pick? Yes, I like Cooper Cup at 4. Very good. Are you willing to take a risk on CMC this year, Kyle? I'm all about risks, so I don't really give a fuck. So yes, give me all the CMC. Browns don't have much to give up. It wouldn't take a late round pick. See, that's the thing, Andy. I'm almost positive that the Niners are not going to take a late round pick for Jimmy G. They want a second round, third round pick. So that's what I'm talking about as far as they won't give up much. Like the Browns aren't going to do that deal, and the Niners aren't going to do the deal. So it just doesn't make sense. I'm ninth, thinking about going Diggs, then Javonte. Feel like he's got a lot of upside. Javonte's got a lot of upside, but I feel like at the ninth spot when you're coming back, I feel like you can get better players. So you know what I'm saying? Draft night, I had the first 2 picks in our rookie draft. MLA Health Insurance, first 2 picks in the rookie draft. You know what I'm doing. Breece Hall and George Pickens, man. That's the top 2 for me. If you feel like you can get George Pickens later, I would trade that number 2 pick down, acquire a 2023 first, and go get George Pickens in the 2023 first, because I'm assuming people love Drake London. Love him. So I don't know why. Go get George Pickens in Dynasty. Curtis, man. Yo, buddy, what's good? Mac, who you taking 6 overall in a 12-team league? Best player available, man. Best player. There is not one particular guy, I'm probably going to go with Justin Jefferson there. Usually kind of falls to 6. Sing, thanks for sharing the live. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Care to tell me who you think I did in my draft? Go ahead. Put your draft up. Put your draft up. Thoughts on Barkley this year? Kyle, we love Saquon Barkley here at the Fantasy Gods, man. We love him. Can you rate my team? Brady, Kamara, Swift, Evans, A-Rob, Waller, Judy, and Fournette. I think that's a pretty solid team. I think you need to upgrade the quarterback, though. I mean, Brady's a GOAT, but I just don't know for fantasy this year. I'm not really feeling that. And Kamara could get suspended. Swift is kind of a little mid-tier. I'm going to rate that about 7.5 out of 10. I have the 4th pick. Who would you take? 4th pick for me, I'm going to be taking Cooper Kupp or Justin Jefferson at the 4. Is Brian Robinson a good sleeper? Yeah, Brian Robinson is a solid sleeper, man. Thanks for the follow, Nick. Appreciate it, man. I have the 4th pick. Who would you take? I already answered that. Cool. Cam Akers in the 9th or Pittman in the 7th? Pittman in the 7th for sure. All right. Damian Sanchez, would you start both Jones and Dillon or Breece Hall instead of Dillon? So Aaron Jones and Dillon or Breece Hall instead of Dillon. So I like to wait and see about Breece. I don't know if he's going to get the starting role right off the gate. I think ultimately he does play a huge role for the Jets later on in the season. He's going to dominate carries, but right now he's kind of that rookie, kind of just feeling the game out. I would say I'm okay with starting Jones and Dillon, but I just like to see how Breece is going to play out, man. Just got to see what Breece is going to play out. Yo, Dan, looking forward to playing with you on the Gods League. Hey, Gump, let's go, Paul. Absolutely, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to defend my title. Man. Yahoo League, $100 buy-in. Let's go. Let is go. I love Jameson. Okay, Jameson Williams. All right, we'll see. Paul, yeah, I feel like Jimmy G is stuck at this point. Niners wouldn't let him go for cheap, and no one's giving him. Yeah. So exactly. So the Niners are not going to let Jimmy G go for cheap, and other teams aren't paying. So he's gonna be stuck. Let's see. Over to TikTok, man. Hey, thanks for the follow, Matt. I appreciate it, man. Any of you guys not following us, man, go ahead and give us a follow, man. We're super underrated for you guys, and we do a lot of this shit for free for you. We don't ask for shit back in return, but follows and shares, man. Let's go. Thoughts on Juju? I love Juju Smith-Schuster. I rated him as the #1 wide receiver on the Chiefs this year. Really like Juju, in my opinion. 8th pick, I'm praying for Dalvin Cook. I think Dalvin Cook goes that far. Favorite fantasy app, Kyle? I like Sleeper, man. Sleeper's my favorite, but Yahoo is the GOAT. Thoughts on Judy? I think Judy's better than Sutton, man. I really do. That's my opinion. I think Judy's going to explode this year. 10-man, half PPR, Lance, Harris, Mixon, Lamb, Pittman, Judy, Ertz. Benches, Pierce, Stevenson, Hollywood, and Godwin. I like that. I would sell Hollywood Brown. Go ahead and sell him for the high when he goes to a blow-up week. And I probably would sell him and Judy for a really, really good wide receiver. And I think you can really make that happen. Terry or DJ Moore, give me Terry. Isaiah, man, what's up, man? Dan, the GOAT. Yes, sir, man. I'm always here, baby, for you guys. Pick 2 to draft. Mixon, Swift, Diggs, and Kamara. Give me Mixon and Diggs. I just like the guarantee, man. Although Kamara is probably the best out of those bunch. But give me Mixon and Diggs. Stafford, Javonte Williams, Jonathan Taylor, Debo Samuel, Cortland Sutton, Knox, Dobbins, St. Brown. That's a solid team, Nick. I think you locked and loaded all the way. I just think that you need a bigger wide receiver, a better wide receiver. So I think if Dobbins goes crazy, go sell Dobbins and St. Brown. Get yourself a solid wide receiver 1. Someone like probably Devontae Adams, because I think you could steal Devontae with a really good Dobbins game. Who's the best wide receiver in Tampa? It's Mike Evans, man. Mike Evans. Terry or Moore. Like I said, I'm gonna go Terry. I'm sending you Juju. Exactly. Go send me Juju, man. Who's the #1 receiver on the Chiefs and the Packers? So Lazard and Juju for me. Thoughts on Sutton and DJ Moore? I like Sutton over DJ. Because DJ he's not, man. He's just so no touchdown, man. No touchdowns. I have the first pick in Dynasty Startup, JT 28, or Surprise the League and take Justin Jefferson. I don't hate it. If it's Johnny Talk Sports, and if you guys ain't following Johnny Talk Sports, go ahead and give him a follow, man. He needs a follow. For me, I go receivers. I don't take running backs in Dynasty startups. I don't like to do it. So Justin Jefferson, I love it. Go ahead and take Justin Jefferson. All right. Moving on. Should I trade Judy and Hollywood Brown for a wide receiver or an elite tight end like Pitts. I would probably trade for a wide receiver. Depends on your other tight ends, but I don't think Pitts is going to be like superstar tight end. I think that's going to be Kelsey this year. But if it's dynasty, yeah, go get Pitts. Love Kyle Pitts in dynasty. Sutton or Judy, we're going Judy on this side. How do you feel about the zero RB strategy? I like zero RB. I think zero RB is pretty much the way to go. But ultimately, for me, I normally do hero RB. I like to lock in that one good running back, and then the rest of the way I go receivers. Going back to YouTube, man. Let's see, Blizzard, what's up, dude? I think Waddle's the best value in fantasy. He is dipping. For sure. So I definitely would agree with you there. I still think he ends up as a wide receiver too, though. I think mid to low end wide receiver too. We've seen that he can be explosive. We've seen that he has the potential to be a top, 12, 15 receiver. But I think with Tyreek Hill, man, it's going to be very, very difficult for Waddle to kind of. I just don't think Tua can sustain two wide receiver ones. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it. So, but I think Waddle is a great value. I've seen a lot where Waddle's like your third wide receiver, and that's phenomenal. I love it. All right, going back to TikTok, man. What's up? Let's see. Good. Got it. Okay, rate my team. Hurts, Jonathan Taylor, Fournette, Mike Evans, Sutton, Knox. Okay, so I think you need to upgrade on the receiver, man. You just need a good receiver. DJ Moore. I would trade DJ Moore and something for a better receiver. So Mike Evans, Sutton, and a really good receiver over DJ Moore, man. I think for me, there's a lot of hype on DJ Moore out in the Twitterverse, but I'm not buying it. Let's see. 12-team league. Justin Raz 5. What's good? Hurts, Fournette, ETN, Justin Jefferson, Pittman, Allen Robinson, Schultz. What do you think? I think it's okay, man. I just think you need a running back, dude. Running backs, man. For ETN, I think he could have a really good year, but you're putting a lot of faith in Fournette and ETN. Both, I think they're going to be kind of a timeshare pieces. I like Justin Jefferson, like Pittman, like Allen Robinson, so you're okay there, but you need to find a way to upgrade that. Maybe get a lesser quarterback in Hurts and get a better running back. Do I move James Robinson in Dynasty, or do I hope he leaves Jacksonville the contract? I don't think you could trade him right now. I don't think you trade James Robinson right now. I think right now you're going to sell him for cheap. I don't think it's a good move. So hold on to him and see what happens. Baker's never producing solid wide receivers. DJ Moore is not it. We know this. Yes, absolutely. Great receiver, but at the end of the day, production's not going to be there. Davis Mills for MVP. We'll see. If so, what's J-Rod's value? I'm not trading him. Yeah, exactly. Not trading J-Rod. Bro, what's good, Justin Henry? What's good, man? Welcome to live, baby. Welcome to live. Lance, Patterson, Kamara, Evans, Higgins, Kelsey. What do you think? I think that's solid. That's solid. Trey Lance, we like that. Patterson and Kamara, I like that. Evans, Higgins, Kelsey, I like it, man. Jay, you kind of knocked it out of the park there. I like that. Ninth pick, who do you take in the first two picks? For me, again, it's best player available. Hopefully, maybe Najee falls to 9 later on the draft. The next pick, maybe Devonta Adams or Kelsey. Lance, Kyler, CD, Mike Thomas, London, Pickens, CMC, Swift, Edmonds, Waller, Hawkins, and Ingram. Hey, Gavin Robbins, I love that, man. That's a solid team right there, man. I don't think that team's going to get beat. Good looking, man. It's a great team. CMC or JT, I'm going with JT, man. Yes, sir. Thanks, man. No problem. I got you, Jay. Do you think Fournette will be in a committee? I think he gets 75% of the work. I just don't see it for Fournette, man. I just think that they need him healthy for the playoffs. With Brady, I think that you're going to have to give Fournette some work. But I think, especially in the playoffs, man, Brady likes to hide behind those really good running backs because he's smart. Brady's smart. That's why he's the GOAT, man. I think they're going to kind of save a little bit for Fournette, dude. But, we've been fading Fournette since day one, man. We've been fading Fournette since day one. We really like Rachaad White, especially that receiving role is capped. All right, CMC or JT, answer that. JT all the way. JT, Mitchell, Hurts, Evans, Judy, Kelsey, Andrews, Mr. Fisher, man. That's solid, man. All right, CMC and Hill or Fournette and Justin Jefferson. Give me CMC and Hill for sure, man. I just like the running back and the Hill combination better than I think. Pretty much for me, it's like CMC and Hill for Justin Jefferson. So give me CMC. I got the first pick in the draft. Who should I take at the second and third round? So I'm going with JT number one in most normal leagues. You got to tell me what kind of league you're in. You got to tell me, super flex, PPR, standard, how many teams. Like I need to know more information when you guys give me the answer. So let me know. Cup or Kamara? Give me Cooper Cup. Safer, man. Pick 12 in both of my drafts is this weekend. Who's a few you like at the turn? I think Kelsey for sure. I feel like you got to lock in that elite tight end, especially Kelsey. Pick 12, I mean, you're going to go with Diggs or Chase might fall that far. I've seen Najee even fall that far. It's crazy, just crazy as that sounds. So, really download our draft guide, man. We give it out for free. It's in our Discord. Go hop in the Discord, man. We changed the game out here, man. Giving shit out for free for you guys. Are you high on taking Kelsey early? If you have a pick at the turn, yeah, I am all aboard, especially in redraft. Go get Travis Kelsey, man. Go get him. He will dominate for you, and it's that tight end position, man. You need an elite tight end, man. All the other ones are mid as hell. Go get Travis Kelsey. So Deontay, to go back to your point, first pick, I'm gonna go again. It's gonna be 12 team standard league, so no PPR. Give me some running backs. You're probably only one quarterback league, so don't take quarterback there. I probably would go two running backs. Give me like a Saquon Barkley, and another, solid running back if they make it that far. All right. Turner, what's up, man? AJ Brown, DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson. Which two do you start? I'm going to go with AJ Brown for sure. I'm going to start, and then I'm going to rock and roll with DJ Moore. Me and Justin are on the same page as well. Deontay Johnson, man, it's a big fade for us. Not really feeling Deontay Johnson. So go with DJ Moore to start and just see how it plays out. But that's kind of how I will. Weston Wood, what's up, man? How do you feel about Najee? I think he'll do what he did last year. Yes, I think he does what he does last year. I think he has the upside as RB1, as the RB1. So back over to YouTube. We got Dameon Pierce worth the 2023 first. Absolutely not. I'm not trading a 2023 first for Dameon Pierce. For me, he's done better than expected for sure, but I'm not trading him. The only time I'm really doing that is if you feel like if Dameon Pierce would then be your RB3 and you are a contender. If you know that you're a contender and Dameon Pierce it would be your RB3, then maybe at that point I would do that. But other than that, if you're like one piece away, or if you're multiple pieces away, absolutely not. Do not trade those 2023 first for a guy like Dameon Pierce. All right. Going back over to TikTok. Been thinking of trading Lamar Jackson and Jonathan Taylor for Davis Mills. Should I do? Absolutely. Davis Mills MVP is going to throw for 60 touchdowns this year for sure. No, man. What the hell? No. What is going on? No. How do you like Travis Etienne? I think Etienne is doing good. I think right now he's looking better than Breece Hall, and they're drafted around the same spot. So if both of them are on the clock when you're drafting, go pick Travis Etienne. That's what I was thinking. JT, of course. Hopefully Barkley and hopefully Debo or Hill. All right, Dante, for sure. Strictly Sports Podcast. What's good? Standard 12-man league. Tua, Dylan, Edmonds, Pierce, Jamar, Tyreek, Pittman, Hollywood, and Kyle Pitts. Trade Hollywood Brown and probably Edmonds. Upgrade that running back. You need a running back bad, boy. Last year I had Chase and Najee explode. Do you think there are any rookies who could do the same? Yeah. So I think the rookies for me are really, they're going to be solid. I don't see any of them really exploding onto the scene. The guys that have massive upside, if I were to really dive into massive upside like a Chase or a Najee, the massive upside is going to be Breece Hall. Massive upside I could see being, of course, Drake London and George Pickens. Olave kind of hits it a little bit for me. And then Kenneth Walker. I think that if Rachaad White, and I don't pray for injuries. We never pray for injuries. Okay. We don't like injuries at all. But if Leonard Fournette were to go down, I love Rachaad White as a talent. You have to go get Rachaad White in Dynasty. He is a second-round rookie pick. I think he is a light Kamara. That's how good of a valuation I feel on Rachaad White. Now, is he going to be Kamara? No. Okay. But can he get to that level? Does he have the ceiling for it? Yes, he has a ceiling. Could he get there? Probably not. But he has that ceiling. Go get Rachaad White, especially in Dynasty. Are you on board with DK this year? So for me, I think DK is going to be a solid wide receiver 3, high-end wide receiver 3, creeping into that wide receiver 2. He has the talent, though, to sustain. So we'll see. You know, I'm probably fading DK in most leagues. I'm letting other people draft him. But, I mean, if he falls, you have to collect up the talent. You have to. So, but I'm really just probably allowing, like, same thing with Kamara. Like, if I miss, I miss. I love him, think he's great, but I'm probably just not going to go ahead and draft him. I'm looking at other players, some players that are just safer, right? Drew Lock for MVP sleeper. Yeah, right. My heart is broken. I said on Davis Mills. Good look. Yeah. Jay, man, thanks for the weights. 30 weights. God damn, I'm getting strong up in here, dog. Harris in the first or Williams in the 8th. Okay, so that's Javonte Williams, Ryan. Go with Javonte in the 8th, man. Let's see. Thoughts on Ayuk? We love Ayuk over here. Think Ayuk's going to be a solid wide receiver, high-end wide receiver 3, creeping into that wide receiver 2 territory. What running back should I get for Edmonds and Hollywood Brown? Okay, so if I were to see, like, okay, what you could probably do for Edmonds and Hollywood Brown. Now, keep in mind that when you guys are trading, okay, you want to wait for Hollywood Brown to go off. He's going to go off. He's going to have a hammer type game in the first couple weeks. So that is when you trade. Okay, so if you're going to go Edmonds and Hollywood Brown, I would see if you could target someone like maybe like Nick Chubb, right? I feel like that you might be able to do it. Someone maybe like a Breece Hall. The first couple weeks, he might not play, right? He might have that rookie kind of hold. He might not play. So those are the type of guys that I kind of target, like just a little bit of better than Edmonds, right? So like maybe even a Zeke, maybe even who knows? Maybe like Aaron Jones. You never know what can happen. The thing about trades is you have to be like perfect timing on trades, okay? Perfect timing on trades, and that's really the way to win. That's really the way to win. Back to YouTube, man. Yeah, so Damian Pierce worth the first no next year. That sounds like my exact situation. Thanks, Dan. I got you, man. I got you. All right, back over to TikTok. What's up? Hey, man, Carolyn, thanks for the follow, man. Again, if you guys are in the chat and you're not following, man, go ahead and give us a follow, man. We need all the follows. We need to get to 40K, bro. 40K. I don't know why we're not there. We need 40. Go share our shit, man. That's all we ask, man. It's free to follow, free to share. Let's go. All right. G Phillips, man. Should I trade Josh Jacobs and Judy or Mooney in Dynasty? I will go ahead and trade Jacobs. Go ahead and keep Judy for sure. Oh, trade Josh Jacobs for Judy or Mooney. If you could trade him for Judy, go right now to the fucking bank if you could trade him for Judy. Let's go. Where would you draft Ayuk in a 12-man PPR? I think he goes in around 8, around that range, 7 to 8. I think it's a good spot. Najee in the first round, a reach? Absolutely not. No, not a reach. Booby Miles, not a reach. Nick Folk carried me last year. Oh, man, the kickers. Do you really think Saquon will be back to his old self? Jay, absolutely. I think he's great. Would you give up Hall and ETN for a wide receiver 1? I have Mike, Tom, Cooks, Swift, Hall, ETN, Pierce. I would probably give up Hall and Pierce for a wide receiver 1 if you can. I'd like to, stay on the board of Cook, Swift, and ETN. So see if you can get it. See if you can get it. Henry or Eckler? Give me Austin Eckler. Serial Commander, what's up? Jalen Tolbert might be a solid guy to get late because of the opportunity to get early. But see, that's the thing. I would be selling Jalen Tolbert instantly in weeks 1 through 3, right? If Gallup isn't back, because Gallup's going to come back, he's going to be the man there as the wide receiver 2. So you gotta sell Jalen. He's a prime sell candidate outside of Dynasty and redraft leagues. You got to sell him. Thanks for the follow, Z Barry. What's good, man? Thank you guys. I appreciate the follows, man. We need to get up to 40K, man. All for your help, man. We need you guys. Would you give up? Okay, we got that one. What's good value for Tyreek Hill? Probably not trading Tyreek Hill at this point. If you have him, especially in Dynasty, probably not trading him. A lot of people view Tyreek Hill as lower based on the fact that he went from Mahomes to Tua, which is totally understandable. So you're not getting the same value. Wait for a blow up game if you're going to trade Tyreek Hill. Dalvin Cook or Najee Harris. I'm going with Najee, but Dalvin Cook's right there. I mean, it's pretty much your preference, but I got Najee Harris. Dobbs, Pickens, or Sky Moore? Pickens, Sky Moore, and then Dobbs. Are you high on Tony as Justin? I'm okay on Tony, man. I'm probably not really targeting the Giants wide receivers. Keep it real. The only person on the Giants that I really actively target is going to be Saquon, but other than that, probably just not targeting him at all. Henry, man, thanks for the follow. Tilted, man, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Would you guys trade Henry for Tyreek and Aaron Jones? Depends on your team, Sean. Depends on your team. Personally, I like Derrick Henry this year. And I think AJ Dillon kind of can go in at Jones. But if you need the depth, that's not a bad trade. I feel like Denzel Mims might be a sleeper if he goes to Baltimore. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Mims, man. He was a great prospect when he came out. That I thought he was good. He was a little bit raw, and I was like, okay, well, if he gets it together, he's gonna be good. He's kind of reminds me of like a Christian Watson, right? If he just gets it together, he could be a wide receiver one. He can. He has everything you look for. Sometimes they just don't pan out. It's just kind of like Dante Moncrief. For those of you guys that remember Dante, man, love Dante. Back to YouTube. Paul, what's up, man? 12-team Devi Superflex tiered PPR. Wow. Drake London, James Cook, or AJ Brown. Not looking like a contender. So I still like to keep AJ Brown in that deal. So keep AJ Brown. I'm not a fan of London and James Cook for AJ Brown. So keep AJ Brown. You'll be okay, and AJ will still be good for the next 5 to 6 years. You'll be all right. Back to TikTok, man. With the 10th pick, 10-man league, who should I take double running back? No, I think you should take Kelsey there at one of those picks. So take a running back, but it all depends. What is your league? Is your league PPR? If it's not PPR, then take a running back. If it is, I don't even hate even taking like Devontae Adams and Stephon Diggs there, but go get Kelsey, man. Thoughts on Alex Pierce? Love Alex Pierce. I think Alex Pierce is a solid dynasty get. I think he can maybe be a flex play. I don't see him getting wide receiver 3 or higher unless something bad happens. But yeah. Ryan, man, Dan makes a good point. Depends on your team, but the opposite pan out. Yeah. Yes, sir, man. Always depends, man. Always depends. Again, if you guys ain't following, man, go ahead and give us a follow, man. We really appreciate it. Go ahead and follow on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter, man. We would really appreciate the follows, man. We need to get up to 40K. We need 40K. Let's go. Let's see. Who would you take at 2 non-PPR? Give me the running back. Give me probably going, if non-PPR, I don't hate at 2. I don't hate you going Henry, man. I really non-PPR. I don't hate it. Go, hey, I like Henry non-PPR, bro. Worried about Kamara's suspension? Yeah, Z-Bear, I am worried about Kamara's suspension, man. I've been staying away from him, so that's kind of where I'm at. Second overall, 12 pick, 12 team league, super flex. I still think that it depends on your league, though. Is it PPR, though? That's what I need to know. PPR, let me know. Second pick overall. I usually just go running back or Justin Jefferson there. Just depends on the league, man. Just depends on the league. You got to give me all the optics before I answer the questions. John, 8 pick, full PPR, keeping ETN in the 6th round, stack wide receivers, elite / elite tight end, or target running back. So he's in the 6th round. I would go with wide receiver just because you're getting a solid value out of ETN. I think he goes kind of maybe around ahead of that. But yeah, go get wide receiver. I would be cool with like Kelsey at the 8th spot coming around, Devontae Adams coming around. Who knows who you can get at that 3rd spot. But just so that you can get, just get Kelsey, man. I love Kelsey this year. I was offered Mike Williams for my Brandon Cooks Packers D. I'm okay with Mike Williams. I'm okay with Mike Williams over Brandon Cooks. Go do that deal. Full PPR, Swift or Mixon. Give me Mixon. I was offered Mike Williams to answer that. Yeah, Mike Williams for sure. My team is pretty solid, but I have Mixon, Kamara, and my running back. Think about trading Kamara. Don't trade Kamara because his value is lower right now. Don't trade him. Keep him. Who'd you take at the 7th pick, non PPR? It's probably like non PPR, man. You gotta go running back, man. Give me Najee, man. Give me Najee at 7. First pick, my PPR league. Do I take Mixon or Kamara? For like your first pick or the first pick? If it's the first pick, man, give me Taylor, man. Come on now. Pacheco is good. He's got that speed. We'll see about Isaiah Pacheco. I can see. Should I trade Brees Hall for ETN? I would be okay with Brees Hall for ETN, at least in redraft. Who should I take with a 3rd pick? PPR. Give me Cooper Kupp or Justin Jefferson, man. It's non PPR. Non PPR, yeah. So non PPR, man. Running backs. D Hop, Marquise Brown, and Elijah Mitchell. Too much for Stephon Diggs. No, I don't think it's too much. Go get Stephon Diggs. Do you feel any better about James Conner since the Cardinals may cut D. Will? I like Conner this year. I think you got to, if you have Conner, you got to pick up Benjamin for sure. Chiefs Kingdom all the way. Yeah, second to the Bills. Who wins tonight? Patriots or Raiders? I got 5K on the game. God damn. I think the Raiders win that game, but we'll see. So Zamir White thoughts. I like Zamir White for sure. Back to Twitch, man. MLG, what's good? Swift, Barkley, Najee. What is the order? Najee, Barkley, and Swift for me. PPR. That's the order. John drafted with Cup of the 5th round keeper on Saturday. My team is Lance, Cook, Dobbins, Cup, Evans, Schultz, and Mike Tom. Got to upgrade that second wide receiver, man. That running back, Dobbins, man. Who knows? Who knows about Dobbins? We got to get someone there. So see if you could trade maybe like an Evans and Dobbins for a really good running back, because I think Mike Tom can slide in that role, and you can find a good you can find a solid wide receiver. I have the number 1 overall pick in my keeper PPR league. The 2 best available. Oh, okay. Got you. It's a keeper league. Okay, I didn't see that, John. Good looking. Best available are Mixon and Kamara. Who are your other picks, John? Like, let me know. So that way I can kind of give you a proper answer. But if you have safe players, go Mixon. If you have risky players, go Mixon. Okay. Safe players, Kamara. If you got risky players, go Mixon. Standard league, agree with the rankings. Harris, Mixon, Barkley, Chubb, Fournette, Kamara. Standard leagues, okay. I still like, I think that's okay. I would probably put Kamara above Chubb. That's the only ranking I would do for standard. I definitely think Mixon could get more touchdowns than Barkley, so I'm going to have to go ahead and rank Mixon for standard league above him. Yeah, there's a huge running back run. By the second round, it was all left. It was Brees, ETN, so I took Evans. I like that. Take Evans over Brees or ETN for sure. Thoughts on this running back core? Jones, Swift, ETN, and Pierce. So I would try to trade Pierce if you can. Maybe Pierce and Jones for a really good running back in your set. My keepers are CD in the 4th and Pollard in 13th. I love that. Any upgrades for my starting lineup? Got Lamar, Mixon, Kamara, Sutton, A-Rob, Pitts, Thielen, Hollywood Brown. I would trade Thielen and Hollywood Brown after some good games and go target some really good receivers. If I were to give you a preference on a target, so if Thielen and Hollywood Brown went they go crazy, they go hammer, I think you should probably target in the range, maybe like a Terry McLaurin, a Sutton, or Allen Robinson in that range. Okay. Do you like Debo Samuel? I like Debo. I think he'd be all right. I think he's going to come down for sure. I think he's probably a low end, high end wide receiver 2, low end wide receiver 1. Thoughts on Pat Freiermuth being a starting tight end? I think it's okay. It's just a lot of mouths to feed in Pittsburgh, man. I kind of stay away from those tight ends that really, I think he'll be okay. He'll be solid. I ranked him as I think it was the number 11th tight end. So, I think people are higher on Freiermuth than other people. So go ahead. See if you could trade Freiermuth for like a Cole Kmet or maybe even a Zach Ertz. I'd be okay with that. So just kind of pump the brakes on Freiermuth. When it gets to Higgins, Pittman, Keenan, who do you take? So I like Keenan Allen over all of them, especially for redraft. I'm going to go with Higgins next and then Pittman. That's kind of how I rank that. Keenan, Higgins, and Pittman for redraft. Dynasty, I'm going Higgins, Pittman, and Keenan. Rate my 18-man league. Wow, Lamar, CMC, Dobbins, Godwin, Williams, Schultz, and MVS. I think it's solid for 18. Solid for 18 for sure. Probably 8 out of 10. John Austin mentions this, but I got AJ Dillon on my bench in case Dobbins doesn't pan out. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. Could be my start in a couple weeks. I could see that. Let's see. Think Michael Thomas gets back to himself? I do. I think Michael Thomas is going to be a good wide receiver too, for sure. Judy or A-Rob? Give me Judy, man. I want the upside. I think A-Rob is going to be okay, but Judy has that upside for me. Pickens, my brother, bro. Ryan, you already know what it is, bro. Pickens is the goat. He's a goon, bro. He's a dog, man. I love George Pickens. Go get George Pickens everywhere, especially in Dynasty. Where would you target Michael Thomas? So I've been seeing Michael Thomas go in like the 6th to the 7th round. I think if you can get him in the 7th, is solid. Ryan, man, hell yes, yeah. George Pickens, bro. I've been saying George Pickens from the beginning. I think I'm the only creator that has said George Pickens. There has been no creator that has said George Pickens as early as I have said it. So I want all of my flowers, man. Can I? I want all of my flowers when it comes to fucking dynasty rookies, man. I know what I'm fucking talking about. Which wide receiver would you target in PPR for Hall and Pierce? Okay. So I've had Breece Hall and Pierce, a wide receiver that I would want over those guys. I want someone that's going to give me, I'd say give me like Keenan Allen, man, for those guys. I think you can really get some really good value. Keenan Allen, Michael Pittman, maybe, Mike Evans. I think you can grab that because, I mean, people love running backs for some reason. Go get those elite wide receivers. Rate my 10-team league: Dak, Najee, Dalvin, Stephon Diggs, DJ Moore, Pat Freiermuth, Deontay. A lot of Steelers, bro. Got to get rid of those receivers. So trade Deontay Johnson and Freiermuth and see if you can nab like a Mark Andrews or even a Kelsey for that. You never know. Might be able to do it. Pick 8 in standard, going running back, then get a top QB in round 3. Do I get another position of advantage? I probably wouldn't do that top QB, man. I really wouldn't. So go running back, wide receiver, man. That's kind of how I would roll that. Take a quarterback later, especially in 8-man. You can get like a Trey Lance way later, and you'll be all right. Dobbs, Alex Pierce, KJ Osborne. Give me for Dynasty, I'm going to go Pierce, Dobbs, and KJ. For redraft, I'm probably going to go with. Ooh, that's tough. I don't really like any of them, but I'd probably say Dobbs because he's just kind of balling out right now. Dobbs, Pierce, KJ. I think Pickens will be way better than guys like Palmer, McKenzie, Osborne this season. Oh, yeah, for sure. I definitely think he could be better. I think McKenzie will actually give him a run for his money based on the slot receiver shit. But I like Pickens, bro. Pickens is the man. Love Pickens. Dobbs season. Oh, okay. All right. We'll see. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I got to get going. Try to get on, especially tomorrow. I'll try to get on for you guys. I got to get it rolling. But appreciate all of the questions. Again, if you guys are not following the Fantasy Gods, man, please give us a follow. We need to hit 40K. Not sure why we're not even on there yet, but we are the most underrated fantasy content for you guys. And we do all this shit for free. We do all of it for free, man. So all we ask in return is give us a follow, share our shit, like our shit, comment on our shit, and we will see you next time. Peace.